I gotta get away from these bees. What's that? An apple? Well, yes it is. And it's Tuesday. So we're gonna cook that apple because it's what we get in the fall. We get apples and we cook them or we eat them like that. Either way, apple fritters. It's Camp Cooking Tuesday time. Alright, so here we go. We're doing fritters. Backpacker style though. That means we're probably not going to take this fresh apple out on the trail with us, so we're going to ditch that. And instead we're going to take some dehydrated apples. I did these myself at home.
I started off with 3 Granny Smith apples. I peeled them, then I sliced them all and cored them. I placed them in my dehydrator.
But you could buy dehydrated apples if you need to. And we're going to use some oil, water, some sugar and cinnamon, a Jiffy buttermilk mix, and I got some powdered sugar and a true lemon packet. That's all you need. Let's get to mixing stuff up and make ourselves some fritters. So before you hit the trail at home, bag up your Jiffy mix and your sugar and your cinnamon and give that stuff a good mix. I closed my bag with some air in it so I could mix it around easy. And I don't know if you can see that. See, the flour is kind of tan now because the cinnamon's evenly distributed. You want to do that. I want to capture this water from hydrating my apples because that's flavor. Well, that's just about enough to get started with this guy. And we'll add water as we see fit. We want to end up with more than a biscuit dough, more like a thick pancake batter. I'm guessing you're going to end up needing about 3/4 cup total for a bag of Jiffy mix. But if you're not sure, add your water slow because you can't take it out. If you did this in a bowl with a whisk, it'd probably be a little easier. But you're probably not going to take a whisk backpacking with you. Tastes good. A little bit raw. Well, we're going to call that good enough for rustic batter. Now, you're going to need some oil for frying in, and you're going to want to use a canola or some corn oil or vegetable oil, something like that that's hearty. This is not the time for that olive oil. And if you want to do a couple fry projects, you can cool this oil and save it for your next fry project. It's not going to go bad right away. It's not going to cook in cold oil. My oil's dancing around a little bit there in the pan, so I'm just going to give it a little water sprinkle test. Or you could always take a little sacrificial piece of fritter dough. See there? Little tester piece. See how your oil's doing. Oh yeah, I think we're good. So I left a couple pieces of apple whole. I'm gonna put right down in here. I'm gonna let the excess fall off of there, maybe. Now, for the other half of this adventure, I've mixed all my apple pieces right into the old fritter mix here. I'm gonna snip a corner. Now, you need a big enough hole for those apple pieces to come out of. So be generous here. But we're just gonna pipette them out like icing a cake. And voila, one fritter. Man, the little bees are out in effect. Got some fritter preloaded. Not gonna lie, I'm struggling on controlling my oil temperature this morning. I keep getting too hot. I burn up a few. I say you better practice this a little bit at home before you go do it on the trail with whatever stove you're gonna use. I have not found the sweet spot on the oil temperature. I'm gonna try to make 2 smaller ones and see if that works a little bit easier. That one's going in the failure pile. Well, if I don't burn the backside, I might finally have a couple good looking ones. Keep a close eye on them here. Man, the little yellow jackets are attracted into those where I rehydrated those apples. Good, how about yourself?
Good. You doing that cooking?
Yeah.
Oh, that smells good. You gonna have that whole campground up here in a little bit.
Well, there we go. We got ourselves a mess of fritters. We got the rings and the ones with the pieces in it. But now what do we do with them? Do we want to put some sugar on there? Some cinnamon? The bees are interested. Well, let's make them more interested and glaze those guys. Well, you know what? I think you missed it. I took my half a cup of powdered sugar. I added a packet of true lemon to make a lemon glaze. And then I've got about a cap and a half worth of water in there, and I've smashed it around till we got like a glaze going on. I just spilt half my glaze all over myself. I'm gonna have to hurry up and get out of here, or these bees are gonna attack me. All right, I'm going in for one of the rings first. Oh man, it's so good. It's appley, cinnamon, and sweet. Oh my goodness. And the bees are coming after the glaze. I gotta get out of here. Here's one of the other ones. Try it too. It's just absolute awesomeness. Yep. You see that? Apple fritters for the trail, y'all, backpacker style. And we'll see you on the trail.